What about the deputies who could have benefited from the benevolence fund, Chuck?
Right now at 4 o'clock, former Spartanburg County Sheriff Chuck Wright appearing in court for the first time since he was hit with multiple federal charges. Wright is accused of abusing his position as sheriff and stealing money from a fund meant to help deputies and their families. And you just saw and heard he had no comment on that accusation when we asked him today. Now his court appearance comes almost a month after he was charged.
Fox Carolina's chief investigative anchor Justin Dougherty was outside the federal courthouse in Greenville County this morning and has more on what happened.
Well, Karen Torrey, our investigative team was there for hours this morning as one of the most popular men in Spartanburg County history was arraigned in federal court. He's accused of abusing his power in office by stealing tens of thousands of dollars from the sheriff's office benevolence fund there, a fund meant to help deputies. Now, we asked Wright and his team several questions on their way in and out of court. All of them ignored all of our questions, including his attorney, former Congressman Trey Gowdy.
Trey, have you talked to President Trump at all about Chuck Wright? There's a lot of concern in Spartanburg County that you may be working a deal for Chuck. Is that possible?
Now, Gowdy is also a former federal prosecutor and is known to have a close relationship with President Trump. Now, two other men are also charged in this federal case. The sheriff's office former chaplain, Amos Durham. He resigned in early May. The indictment says Durham was in charge of overseeing money from the benevolence fund and giving Wright a blank check from the fund, which he used to buy large amounts of pills. L.B. Watson is also charged in the case. He's a longtime friend of Wright, is accused of collecting a county paycheck for decades without ever doing any work. He and his attorney declined to comment as they left the courthouse. Now, all three men were arraigned today, which means the court wanted to make sure that they understood their charges, and they were also given bond. Our senior investigative reporter Grace Runkle was inside the courtroom today to gather those details.
Former Spartanburg County Sheriff Chuck Wright's first public appearance in about 5 months was right here at the federal courthouse in Greenville. Chuck, is there anything you want to say to the voters of Spartanburg County? Is there anything you want to say to your deputies?
Our questions went unanswered as Wright walked inside for his arraignment. No cameras are allowed inside federal courthouses, but I was there as Wright answered the judge's questions, saying he was not using any substances that impair his ability to understand what's happening and that he feels physically well. The judge granted Wright a $25,000 unsecured bond, meaning he didn't have to pay anything before leaving the courthouse. The judge reminded him he cannot have any firearms in the home and placed an additional condition on him that he must attend a substance abuse program. Former Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office chaplain Amos Durham was also granted a $25,000 unsecured bond, but was given special permission to lead a church trip to Atlanta this weekend. Court documents accuse him of giving Wright a blank check to take from the office's fund to help deputies in need. The same documents say Wright used the money to buy drugs.
Did you know the sheriff was addicted to prescription pills?
No comment.
L.B. Watson, a close friend of Wright, who officials say received a paycheck from the sheriff's office for years without ever doing any work, was granted the same $25,000 bond.
We'll be seeing Wright and Watson and Durham again on Thursday in Anderson. That's when they will be formally entering their plea. In Greenville, Grace Runkle, Fox Carolina News.
Now, after the hearing today, the attorney for Durham said he looks forward to this coming to a resolution on Thursday. As you saw for a glimpse there, for Durham himself, we had the chance to ask him several questions as he went back to his vehicle.
Any comment at all? Any comment at all? What about folks at your church? Do you have anything to say to them?
Mr. Durham, did you know that Wright was using pills?
Hey guys, no comment. No comment.
Did you know that?
Now, also at court today, the parents of one of the men killed in the Superbike murders, they were there inside that courtroom. They say they had to be there to see this through. Now, Brian Lucas and 3 others were killed at the Superbike shop near Chesney in 2003. Years later, serial killer Todd Colehep admitted to the crime. But today, Lucas's parents came to Wright's hearing, and we asked them what they would say to the former sheriff.
I think he's worthless. I think he really let the county down and compromised his whatever ethnics he had.
I think that my key word will be justice. There's a lot of people striving to still get justice after many, many years, and he really let the county, let his family, let the community down by putting on such a facade. And, just rewards will be given, I guess.
Now, again, all three men will be back in court on Thursday in Anderson County. That's when they're expected to officially enter their guilty pleas at that time. Then sentencing would take anywhere between 30 to 90 days after that. So we'll be following all along the way right here on Fox Carolina News. Live in the studio, I'm Justin Dougherty.